What's up, everyone? I want to be talking about muscle building tips or bodybuilding tips. And for today's topic, it's going to be all about stimulating the muscle, not annihilating the muscle, right? So there is a such thing where you can have too much intensity and lift too much, or lifting too heavy and not gaining gains from that. And that is because you are overkilling yourself. It's an overkill to work that hard on any muscle, on any particular muscle group, right? So for instance, if you're having high intensity along with lifting super heavy, right? Along with lifting for a long ass time, it's just not ideal to go that way. You're causing too much damage, and too much damage is not good. You're annihilating the muscle. The whole point of bodybuilding or building muscle is just to stimulate the muscle enough where you can recover properly and efficiently to the point where your body will develop more muscle. Because if you annihilate your muscles, any particular muscle, you're going to cause too much damage. There's going to be too much damage done to that muscle. Now it's going to take a long ass time to recover from that, and that's not developing muscles in a efficient way. It's not effective to do that. It's not efficient, nor it's not ideal to have super high intensity and to lift super fucking heavy, right? You don't have to lift super heavy, right? But if you're having high intensity and working out for 3 or 4 hours on one particular muscle group, that's an overkill. You're causing too much damage. You're stimulating the muscles a little bit too much, okay? Now, if you're if you're using PEDs, an enhanced person, then of course you get away with it because you're enhancing the recovery capabilities. Whereas a natural person, like me and others, you cannot go balls to the walls, lift super fucking heavy for a long ass time and expect to return tomorrow or the next day. No, it doesn't work like that. And as a natural lifter, you will feel sore because you caused so much damage. Now it's going to take a long ass time to recover. And now, after a week, now you're barely building muscle, right? But you could have avoided this by just stimulating the muscle to the point where it's not an overkill. You got to have this sense of how much do I need to do in order to progress in my muscle development, right? Everyone is different when it comes to this. So the best thing that I recommend is to have a journal, log everything down, find how many reps you're doing, how heavy of weights you are lifting, and so forth, and see if you're progressing every week. Every day is not ideal to go about. Every week is the best way to see updates and progression. Okay, so if you're improving your weightlifting, if you're improving your physique every week, week by week, then you are doing something good. That is a good thing. You are doing it properly. You're doing it efficiently. You're not doing it in a way where you're killing yourself and you're overstimulating or annihilating your muscles. You're actually doing it properly. But if you see no gains, at all, week by week, then something's off. Your recovery is off. You're working too hard. You're not working at all. There's no intensity. It's a double-edged sword when it comes to building muscle as a lifter, or as a natural lifter, I should say, because you have to really dial in everything: your sleep, your nutrition, your stress, your workouts, your intensity, and so forth has to be dialed in. But you cannot annihilate your muscles if you're wanting to develop bigger muscles. It doesn't work like that. So, if you're lifting super fucking heavy, super fucking long, with super fucking high intensity, right? You're not going to grow as expected because you're causing too much damage. And you probably see it if you are doing that. You probably see hardly any gains coming in, week by week because what I've just said. So try this. Just stimulate the muscles, feel the burn. You want to go kind of past the burn, but don't go beyond the burn, okay? When you're feeling the burn, that is a good indication of you are destroying that muscle, okay? But you don't want to push it too far to the point where like you're numb and fucking just broken. Okay? The whole goal when you're going to the gym isn't to kill yourself or to completely damage your muscles or completely to break down the muscle. You cannot fully break down the muscles, right? You have to cause a little micro tears within your muscles in order to get bigger muscles. So just imagine if you overdo it, how much damage have you caused to that particular muscle, right? Even though if you got your nutrition on point, everything is on point and dialed in, it's still an overkill to do so. So, here's my advice. Don't go super fucking heavy with high super intensity. If you're gonna go super heavy, go super heavy. Just don't go balls to the walls, lifting with poor form, poor technique, and not contracting the muscle. Now you can reverse it and do the opposite and get better and yield better results, right? Lower the weights down, have high intensity, focus on the contractions, focus on the tempo, focus on the eccentric and concentric phases of the movements, and that would definitely guarantee muscle results because that's how the muscle grows. You need to efficiently train any muscle group in the proper manner. You need to contract it, you need to lengthen it, everything like that. And then you focus on everything else, your nutrition, your sleep, your stress, and everything like that. Thanks for watching.